Comparison. Sun. A comparison is a side-by-side look at two or more things. You look at what is similar, what is different, and what is better for your purpose. In 3 words, comparison is side-by-side thinking. But this podcast is not only about the simple meaning of comparison. It is about how English speakers use this word in real life. Make a comparison, buy comparison, comparison shopping, there's no comparison, and apples and oranges. You already compare things every day. You compare English courses before you pay. You compare apps before you download one. You compare your English now with your English 6 months ago. That last one matters. We'll come back to it. But now let's start with the word family, because this will help you recognize these words in fast speech. Compare is the verb. I compared 2 English courses. Comparison is the noun. I made a comparison of 2 English courses. Comparative is the adjective. In grammar, better is the comparative form of good. All of them carry the same idea. Put 2 things together and see how they match. Now, you might wonder, how do you actually use this word when you speak? To do that, you need prepositions. Think of prepositions as camera angles. They change how you look at the comparison. There are 5 common patterns you'll hear: a comparison between A and B, a comparison of A and B, in comparison with or in comparison to, and by comparison. Use a comparison between A and B when 2 things clearly face each other. A comparison between basic and simple helps you choose the right word. Use a comparison of A and B when you mean the whole view or analysis. This lesson gives a comparison of compare and comparison. Use in comparison with or in comparison to when one thing looks different next to another. This course is affordable in comparison with the other one. And use by comparison when you refer back to something you just mentioned. The first explanation was confusing. The second one, by comparison, was clear and accessible. Here is one common mistake. Do not say in comparison than the old app. Say in comparison with the old app, or simply this app is better than the old app. Now let's move into useful phrases so you don't hesitate when you speak. To make a comparison means to create one. Before you buy a course, you might make a comparison of price, lessons, reviews, and access. To draw a comparison means to point out a similarity. For example, my teacher drew a comparison between learning vocabulary and building a muscle. And here's a phrase that really matters: a fair comparison. Comparing your English with a native speaker's English is usually not fair. If someone has used English every day for 20 years and you are still learning, that comparison may only make you feel bad. A better comparison is you now and you before. Go back to that idea from the beginning, your English now compared with 6 months ago. That's the fair one. That's the comparison that tells you the truth. You can say, my first voice recording gives me a basis for comparison, so I can hear my progress later. That phrase, basis for comparison, is yours to keep. Now let's add a few more useful words. Comparison shopping means checking different options before buying. A comparison site helps you choose choices. A price comparison site helps you find the best price. A comparison chart shows information side by side. So comparison is not only a school word, it is a decision-making word. My favorite part idioms, because English loves idiomatic expressions. If someone says there's no comparison, they mean one option is clearly better. I tried word lists and then this podcast. There's no comparison. Learning words deeply works better for me. If someone says you can't compare apples and oranges, they mean the two things are too different. You can't compare your English after 1 year with someone who has lived in English for 10 years. That's apples and oranges. So remember this. Comparison is side-by-side thinking. Use it when you choose, judge, review, explain, or track your progress. Now you're ready to practice. Pause here and say it out loud, even quietly. A comparison between and helps me because, or write your sentence in the comments. And remember, comparison is when you put things side by side, see the difference, and make a better choice. See you in the next episode. Bye.